One of FastFunnel's brilliant features is the ability to run surveys and quizzes. And there's a lot of third-party software out there that does this that you have to pay monthly for, but you now get it as part of your FastFunnel subscription, a really good advanced system for building quizzes. So let's go ahead and delete this booking widget here, give ourselves a nice space so I can run through all the features of the quiz and survey widget. So you'll find it just here in lead generation, because it is a great way to generate leads. And we just drag it over. Let's do that again. So I didn't do a very good job. There we go. There is our initial quiz that's been set up. And you see there's a few steps in there already just to kind of show you how it works and to give you a bit of sample data, so to speak. So lots of things you can do. First of all, you can do the usual animations with this. So if you want to make this sort of float up from the bottom or something like that, and it shows you what it looks like this. When somebody visits this part of the page, you can do all the animation stuff. You can delay it as well if you wanted to, so it doesn't appear even on the page for a specific amount of time. And then we've got the ability to style it, huge capabilities and freedom of styling. So, you know, things like this. How do you want the heading laid up? Do you want it in the center or do you want it over here on the left? So many different options, choosing the different fonts that you might want to use. You can see it's just changed that instantly. The heading size, all of this, you just play around with it and just get it looking the exact way that you would like. And then everything will look perfect. You've got different font families for every little element in the field. So lots and lots of options, styling there for the quiz itself, just everything. So that's the styling done. You can play with that to your heart's content. There's also now, just here in the results section, this is what we do with the people who have gone through your quiz or survey. So you can either just show a thank you message, which is what we do. We can also do with forms. Or you can redirect them to a page. Now, what's really good is that you can add rules here that say if they score a certain amount of points, they go to one page and we'll add a tag to them. Or if they score another score, then we'll send them to a different page and then we'll add a tag to them there as well. So, you know, people who are low scoring, you might just put, low score. People who score over 50 to 100, you might put high score and then send them to an application page or something. So you can filter out your people using the score-based system. And we can add multiple rules like this. And then if you don't want them anymore for any reason, you can delete them off. Or it's a straightforward thank you message and then everybody can go to the same page, or you can just carry on doing the same thing. And then tag people who score a certain amount, but we just still show them a thank you page rather than redirecting them on. And there's your thank you message. You can control the thank you message for every points that they get, whichever point they get. And it is possible too to say thank you, enter the custom thank you message based on their score. And then by ticking this box, it'll give you just one button that will give them a call to action, and then that will send them to wherever you want. So it's a different way of doing things than a straightforward page redirect at the end of the quiz or survey. Next up, we've got our settings. There's quite a bit in here. First of all, you can name your quiz or survey for your own dashboard. So when somebody completes this, you can go into the CRM and you can see everybody who's completed this quiz or survey. You can be notified, and multiple people can be notified by email. If you just put a comma in the middle of the emails like this, then that will just make sure that everybody who is in this section here gets notified when this quiz has been completed. You can auto advance people where possible as well. So as soon as they've selected, did you see how the button to go next has gone? That's because we can auto advance. Instead of them pressing continue, they've selected their choice. Bang, now they're straight through to the next one. You can have progress tabs there as well. So just here, you can see we're on step 1. There's step 2. So we're showing them what's coming next in the quiz or survey. You've got your continue button, previous button, Once again, complete freedom over styling of everything here. And then you can tag people once they have completed this survey. So something like this, you can put that in there, and once they have done the survey, they'll then be tagged and entered into your CRM. But also, we can connect them to our email marketing system, which is really handy. And let's add a new list here and just call it quiz people. There we go. And now they'll go straight into that list. Because we can tag people, because we can control them going into an email list, and because we can tag them based on their answers and their score, then we can also set off some automated email sequences to the people who complete this based on their scores, and also based on them just joining the list and completing the survey. The choice is yours. So there's a lot of options there as to what you can do once they have completed this survey. So it's a great way to get leads and filter them out into brilliant segments for better marketing communications and sending the right message to the right person. Now, here we have the actual quiz and how you build it. So we can edit the fields here, and you'll see that for this particular one, we've got 4 different possible answers, and we can allocate a score to each answer. So obviously, the better their answer, the higher the score, the better it would be for you, for them to answer that question in that way. Then you give them more points. So they become a better lead effectively because they are definitely answering all the right things. And you can control the settings as well. If you want to, that you can see there's a nice little image there. You can upload an image. You can show additional information if you want to that will appear directly underneath that particular field. Can you see there? You've got the little eye now. If I was to preview that, let's preview that. It'll be this. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't save it. There we go. Let's save that. Click preview. And now you will have this little eye that just gives them some extra information about that particular choice so that they know that they're making the right choice. So there's a lot of flexibility again in how you display the information here. We can control the headline, so that can be whatever you want. And then the step description, the heading and style description, there's just so many options. Now, if we want to add a new step, let's just call this ABC, submit. Now we can choose what it is that they have to answer or what it is that they have to enter. So just here, you'll see common fields. We can ask them a multiple choice question, a single choice question. We can even ask them to give us a rating. So let's just do the rating there. This is asking them to rate us or whatever out of 1 to 10. Now we can edit this if we click settings, and this will be mapped to nothing at the moment. But this is where you would go ahead really and create a new CRM property that then maps their answer into the database for them in their CRM. So I'm just going to call this one rating, and we've done this before with forms, and we'll put a number. Let's do that, and we'll make it available in forms, save the property. And now whatever they answer here is going to be going into the CRM property. We can change the label. We don't have to have labels, so we can just put it like this and put it like that. And then there we are. So now people can just rate 1 to 10, and then their answer will go into the lead database, into the CRM for that particular lead, for what they answered. We can resize this too if we want to. We can make it bigger or smaller, but that's fine to have it that way. And then we can change all of this here. So how do you rate our service? There we go. Great question. And then they can just submit their answer just there. So the quiz and survey system can be used for so many things. It's crazy. There's so many different individual things that you can create from this. And then there's other steps as well. Let's just put anything in there for the moment. And then edit the fields. and then I'm just going to show you again things that they can do. You can do a radio button, which is where they're only able to select one thing, or a checkbox, which is where they're able to select multiple things. So just play about with it and just get the actual quiz or survey exactly the way that you want it. And of course, you can also use these throughout or at the beginning. So for example, probably the first thing that you would ask, especially a cold lead, is their name and email address. So you're able to put those into the quiz very easily, and you can put them, right here in the very first section if you wanted to. So if I want to move that right up there, you can drag and drop these. So very easy, and you can see that this one there says name. So that's now asking them their name first of all. And there we are. And then you can manage the results right here, as I showed you before, determining how many points they get. They'll go to a particular funnel. They'll be tagged in a specific way. Or you can do it with just a thank you message that just says thanks very much for, whatever. Or you can then click on here to add a button as well as the thank you message, which sends them to a funnel of your choice, or another page. So great system, so many different things that you can do with this particular quiz survey widget. It's really fast and very simple to use, and I hope you enjoy using it. But any questions, just get in touch with the support. Otherwise, thanks for watching.